What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour training. I'm excited about tonight because I have a gift for you. And tonight's webinar is going to be a little bit shorter. I'm going to explain why here in just a little bit. Many of you probably already know. The little issue being two places at once. I'm going to explain that here in just a moment. But everybody currently is piling into the webinar. No matter what's going on in life, we're always going to have our Tuesday night webinars fresh with training, gifts, and just a great way for you to get on, get an action plan, and move forward with your business. So I'm excited about this, and I hope that you are as well. Now, in regards to what you see on the screen right now, listen, here's every week we show this. I know some of you in here get annoyed by it, seeing it, but we have tons of new students that have come in over the last week or two, and I just want to make sure they have all the information. So on the right-hand side where it says connect with me, you got all my social media. Make sure that you check it out. And I do different things on different platforms. So connect with me on Facebook where I drop a lot of different types of information. Instagram where I'm sharing more personal lives and random Q&As and tips throughout the day as I run my business. YouTube where I drop a video a week. And I'm about to up that to about 3 videos a week that you can't get anywhere else. And then of course you've got Twitter and everything else. Now on the left hand side you got our Shopify apps. So check these out. We've got Facebook targeting tools, coupon tools, Facebook pixel tools. We've got so many things to help you automate and build a more profitable Shopify store. And they're all at these links here. If you go to these custom links, they'll be giving you whatever the best deal and discount is on them right now. And they'll also show you a free case study, which is cool. And on the left-hand side here, we have at the bottom our favorite fulfillment apps. So we've got Pillow Profits, Shine On, and Zendrop. Now, Pillow Profits is a great app if you want to drop ship from China and use express drop shipping, DHL Express, which is super, super quick for China drop shipping and get great profit margins. Shine On is a great app if you want to sell customized jewelry and now even metal artwork, which we'll get to later on in a couple of weeks. And then Zendrop is a complete replacement to a complete 100% replacement to AliExpress. They're doing some amazing things. I'm an investor in their company, and so I believe in them. They're the first company I've invested in outside of my own in the drop shipping space. So check them out. All of these links are private, custom links for you. So go to these links, and that'll make sure you get the best deal, the best goodies, and all that. Now, at the tip top here, we also have a special link where you can start your Shopify trial. Now, some people have multiple stores, some people have just one store. I myself, I have like one big store, but I also opened up multiple niche stores as well. Something else we'll talk about moving forward. So if you want to start a second store or you just haven't started your first store yet, go to profitph.com/Shopify. This is going to give you the best deal that Shopify has to offer. Currently, as I speak, Shopify is specifically giving my students a 14-day trial plus $1 for their first month. In other words, your first month at Shopify after your trial will only cost you $1. So that's going to save you minimum 30 bucks. So why wait to start your store when you can get this epic deal right now and start a store for free for 14 days and then $1 for your next month? It's incredible. It's limited. Shopify is taking it away. They haven't told me when it's going to end. They just said, we're going to email you one day and it's going to be over because we only got so many spots and discounts available. And it's kind of first come, first serve. And this is one of the benefits of getting on my webinars because you get to come in here and get the best deals before anybody else, or just deals that nobody else gets from different vendors, from Shopify themselves. And then, of course, obviously, you get to get some really epic training. Now, A lot of you in here might wonder why I don't have my webcam on right now. It's just simply because my office is a bit of a mess. Um, tonight I'm going to give you all a free gift. I'm not going to be turning my webcam on. This webinar is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, and I'm going to explain to you why in just a minute. But first, let's talk about what we're going to get into tonight. So tonight, I'm going to be giving to you completely free some print-on-demand graphics that my team made. They're very simple, very basic, but it's a jump starter pack. And this is a jump starter pack to a niche that made me well over $100,000. Okay. So over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about family names and the importance of your last name to people. So there's a lot of things that we could do with the family name niche. Like maybe you buy a newborn baby a t-shirt or a poster or a whatever babies wear, a jumper, I don't know, I don't have a kid yet, so um, but you buy them that and it says welcome to the Johnson family, welcome to the Morrison family, whatever. And it's kind of like a fun gift you can get for a baby as they now inherit the mom and dad's last name. Also, it's a great gift for it's a great gift for a couple that's just been married to whichever party receives the other's last name. It's a great gift to the other one. It's kind of saying, official, whatever name, lifetime member, so on and so forth. So that being said, this is a really great strategy that you can use for gifts or just for, like, say, family reunions and whatnot. So I'm super excited to be able to give you some free graphics that we talked about last week. I'm super excited to be able to walk through this with you, and I'm super excited to be able to, share this strategy with you as we move forward. So right now, this webinar at this point, just as a backup, just so you know, and I'm so sorry if you hear noise in the background. It's just been a really crazy day at my house, and there are actually still people here doing some work on my house outside too. But listen, I can't be in two places at once. And one of my great friends asked me to come on tonight to one of his webinars, and I wasn't sure if it was going to end before this one started. We were trying to time it. So I went ahead just early on today, recorded this for you so I could walk through this strategy with you, and I could give you access to these gifts that I promised you last week. So that being said, if you're watching this version of the webinar, it's because I still haven't finished the other webinar. So, but no matter what, just in case, I went ahead and made sure I put this one together for you. So you got the training I promised you, and you got the gifts that I promised you. Um, so, uh, so let's get started. Sorry, I'm a little bit jumbled as I'm trying to crunch time today. But like I said, I'm always going to be here for you to do these webinars. So um, let's go ahead and let's get started with this. What we talked about last week was we talked about the niche of selling last names. Okay, so we went to Google Shopping and we went to Google Shopping and we looked at all of these names being sold on these T-shirts. And so you've got T-shirts that say, Franklin Family Reunion, property of the O'Connor family. It's a Spites thing, the Odell Family Reunion. You've got so many different versions of this. Team Miller, established in. So one of the ones that I personally sold, a lot of says team, whatever the last name is, lifetime member. And if we look over here, right there, if you just Google the top 50 last names in America, you could do the world, but I'm assuming we're going to target US. You can see Smith, Johnson, Williams, Brown, Jones, Garcia, Miller, Davis, Rodriguez. And so what we did is we started creating t-shirts that looked like this. T-shirts that would say that person's last name on it, Team Armstrong, lifetime member. Then we started moving this to tumblers like Team Armstrong, lifetime member. And we started really building out the set, right? How do we get this on tote bags? How do we get on shirts? How do we get on hoodies? How do we get on hats? How do we get it on tumblers? How do we get it on coffee mugs? You really want to scale the model out. And so that said, um, I get it. It is a lot of work to do for a graphic designer. My recommendation is that you go grab this list. It's just Google the top 50 or top 100 most common names in the U.S., last names specifically, and get this list, and then go to Fiverr and have a graphic designer create a template for you. So let's just go over this real quick. And I'm going to give you the top 10 first names done for you free tonight. Okay. So let's just get a brand new page over here. Okay, so thank goodness the noise stopped outside of my house. I tell you what, it's just been a wild day today, and as soon as I turn on this webinar, go figure, right? Um, life isn't perfect. There's always things that the unexpected. Always expect the unexpected and try not to get too frazzled by it. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit annoyed right now by all of this stuff going on outside of my house while I try to record. So, um, anyways, step one is Google top 50 names in America. All right. So that's going to be step one is you want to Google the top 50 names in America. So let's Google the top 50 names in America. You could do the world if you want to. All right, it just depends on where you're really targeting. All right, step two is get a graphic designer to mock up a simple template. Examples would say it's a thing, team, lifetime member, property of, and it would have the last name, um, new member of the family, right? The whatever, it could be the family reunion, right? So on and so forth. Does that make sense? Just say yes, because we're going to go back, and I always go back and I want to make sure that everybody follows with me, is following along with me. All right, so step one is we want to Google what these top names are, because what we're doing is we're mass marketing here. All right, so I want you to be very, very, very aware of the fact that what the reason we're getting the top names is because our goal is to mass market. All right, this is going to be a mass marketing technique. We know that if we get the top names, right, the top 50 names in the US, there's about 200 million people online that you could target. About 200 million people that are online in the US that, are adults. So about 200 million people online to reach. So if we get the top 50 last names out of 200 million people, oneself could assume if we target everyone in the US because we are in fact mass marketing, then we are going to have a really good chance of hitting those, a lot of those people, right? So does that make sense? Just say yes. All right. So the second thing is get a graphic designer to mock up a simple template. All right. So you could, or you can use a simple platform like canva.com. Okay. Now, if you use canva.com, it's going to be really basic. If you use a designer, they could spruce it up a little bit. All right. And then step 3 over here is going to be start out with a simple t-shirt and hoodie combo. So people with last names, they really, really love t-shirts. I mean, they just do. I would know. I've sold a lot of them. But what we want to do is we want to offer additional upsells and cross sells. So we would also probably want to do something like, coffee mugs and tumblers that we would also want to hit, and potentially hats. All right. So when we are, when we're, it's important that you have the big vision here. And the big vision is that we are mass marketing, okay? And we are choosing one slogan. You don't need them all, just choose one. I'm going to give you one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you this one right here that I've highlighted. Now, step number 3 is going to be to put these graphics on a simple t-shirt or a simple hoodie. But here's the thing, you have to understand that when a customer comes in your store, they're going to go through a funnel by which they should in fact be designed to get them to buy more stuff. Does that make sense? Just say yes if that makes sense, right? So if somebody comes in and they're buying the t-shirt, common sense tells us to go ahead and try to tag them to buy a hoodie, tumblers, hats, so on, so forth, right? Because what this is going to do, our goal here, all right, the goals that we have is number 1, create high average order values. Okay. So one of the main goals we have is to create high average order values. Now, how do we create a high average order value? Well, we sell the product, right? The main product, but we get people to tack on additional products. Does that make sense? Is everybody with me on this? Just say yes. Yes, 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 yes. So I can go back and check the chat. All right. So that's going to create high average order values because one person is going to buy multiple items. So customer buys multiple last name items. All right. Money. Now, goal number 2 is to create a massive email list of family names. All right. Now, with this email list, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to generate passive income every week or month. All right. Scale last names to different items with no ad spend, meaning once we have a list of people interested in buying family name items, we could say, hey, we saw that you bought a t-shirt with your last name on it. We just released the family blankets. Grandma's gonna love this, right? Or your girl that just went off to college, or your son that just went off to college is gonna love this in their new dorm room or whatever, right? So massive email list. But also, we could start. Now, this is another goal here, which could be to, and I'll try to get all this on one page, create last name Facebook communities / groups. All right, so this would be email blast your list to join family groups where everyone in the group shares the same last name. Inside of here, you can do free marketing and generate a amazing engaged group of customers. Now, this one is going to take a little bit more work, okay? This one's definitely going to take more work because people got to join the Facebook group. You have to create a Facebook group for each last name. So that's why it's goal number 3. So your main focus is going to be to create high average order values, because as you run ads, you want people to buy more stuff. And then you have this email list that you built, so you could start marketing more last name, family name things to those people. All right, is everybody with me? So let's recap. So Google the top 50 names in America or the world. Understand that this is mass marketing. Understand that there's about 200 million people online to reach in the United States. So that's why we want to get the top 50 last names. Have designer mock up some templates, which we saw over here. Like, you could go check these out on Google with Google Shopping. So everyone needs a James, Team Blackwell. Being a Lulu doesn't make me old. It makes me, oh, that's not a last name. That's a name for a grandparent. Phillips, blood runs through my veins. God made the strongest and named them Major, right? So to be honest, you look at these and you're like, oh man, that's a really elaborate graphic there. Goodness, how am I going to recreate this graphic here? Well, graphic designer can do that easy. Easy. Within a couple days, you're good. But if I'm being honest with you, where I made my money in this niche was by keeping it simple. I want you to write that down. Keep it simple. When you keep it simple, you win. When you complicate things, you lose. You lose time, you lose money, and you lose potential profits. So keep it simple. And simple appeals to everybody. Not everybody's gonna, share the same religious beliefs. If you make it a shirt with, religion within, not everybody is going to want something that's gold. Not everybody is going to want to talk about blood running through their veins, right? So keep it simple. So here's what I've done. All right, I've gotten you a special gift. All right. Now, this special gift is I went through the top 10 names in America to help jumpstart you, because I want you to get started. I don't want you to see this training and then say, oh, this requires a little bit of effort because I can't use ZenDrop just to, plug and play a product on my store, right? I got to get a designer. I wanted to jumpstart you with the top 10 names and a done for you graphic that does keep it simple. I want to force you to keep it simple. I want to force you to do this. And so I just flat out did it for you, okay? Now, I showed you examples last week, and one of the vendors that you can use and that I've always recommended is called T-Launch, okay? So T-Launch is a vendor on Shopify that if you come over here to your Shopify apps and you install it, it's T-Launch, it's free. And you click on T-Launch, they're going to open up the opportunity for you to put this on balloons, long sleeve shirts. I think the baby jumpers are in here too. There's so many different types of shirts. There it is. It's a rabbit skin baby bodysuit. Okay, maybe I'll get my brother's baby one of those little emerald infant shirts. And there's a long sleeve one. Okay. So imagine taking it and putting it across the product line. Let's write that down, by the way. You do eventually want to create you want to scale this across entire product line. Now, product line would be all of the things inside of T-Launch, all of the things inside of Pillow Profits, all of the things inside of Shine On that might make sense, okay? So when I come over here and I say, sorry, I gotta find my Shopify store. There we go. What do I want to put it on to start? I don't want to put it on all of this to start. What I want to do is just find the best shirt that I feel like is going to give me the best profit margin. So these American Apparel shirts, these are $15, okay? $15 with shipping. So you're really going to need to sell an American Apparel shirt at minimum 29 bucks. You're going to need to sell it at $29 to have any profit left over, and then have $4.95 shipping hangs. People are paying $35 for a t-shirt there. All right. So American Apparel, in my opinion, isn't going to be your best bet. All right. American Apparel is an expensive brand to sell. But if you come over here to the Canvas unisex shirt, let's click it. It's only $12. So we're saving $3. Imagine if you're selling, 100 shirts a week, that $3 is adding up to $300 a week. That's $1,200 a month. That's 15 plus $1,000 a year on just t-shirts, on profit margins that you save. So, but the smart thing to do is to go through and just kind of look at all of these kind of unisex shirts and see what is the cheapest one. That's where you want to start. So Canvas unisex CVC. Well, let's look at the District men's shirt. District traditionally is the cheapest, $9. So now we're talking about saving a lot of money, y'all. We're talking about saving $6. Now, I just want to do that math with you. Dear Lord, please be with me as I try to do some math on this calculator. All right, because we all know that I really suck at doing math. But anyways, so let's just say, opposed to the other shirt, which was $6 more, we're saving $6. Let's just say that we're selling 100 shirts a week. That's going to be $600 in savings times 4. That's going to be $2,400 a month times 12. That's going to be $28,000 a year, right? So I know people that don't make $28,000 a year and work their tails off. So you can legit, if you were selling 100 shirts a week, you could save yourself and put in the bank an additional $28,000 just by paying attention to what shirt you're selling your logo on. Nobody cares if it's American Apparel shirts. It's not a fashion forward shirt. It's an impulse purchase, okay? Impulse purchase. I mean, I just bought a t-shirt that an NFT that I joined released, and I ended up being one of the top people in the Discord, like contributors, I should say, in that Discord for the longest time. And I just loved the group, and I became a moderator in there and all that stuff. And anyways, they're epic. And so I joined this NFT, got really embedded in the community. I just really liked the people, contributed a lot, and they released a t-shirt, and their NFTs at one point were 12 ETH. They were worth about $36,000 each per NFT. Since then, they've gone down. And no, I didn't sell at the high because, not smart. But anyways, I love the community. And I bought a shirt, and they put it on the District shirt. I was thinking, man, I put like so much money in these NFTs. Like, y'all should have like a higher quality shirt, But they didn't. They used District. And you know what? I bought it, and I wear it, and I love it. And it's $6 cheaper. So remember when you're doing this, your goal, number one goal is profit. Profit, profit, profit. Write it down. Profit. That's what your goal is. Because without profit, you can't serve. Without profit, you can't offer people good deals. Without profit, you can't build a business. And without profit, you can't survive. It's like they say, when you get on the commercial airliners and they go through the whole spill about what you need to do in the event of emergency, they say that when those oxygen masks fall down, put your mask on first before you assist your child or your partner or whomever is next to you. because you can't save somebody else or serve somebody else if you are dead, right? And same goes for your business. You have to put in the beginning profit first. And that way you could give people cool graphics, cool deals, and then as time goes on, you could upgrade to the American Apparel shirts or whatever might be a more expensive product, right? Or more desirable brand. But I believe right now that the district t-shirts are the cheapest ones. Now the same's going to go with hoodies. You might notice that in here they've got the Gildan hoodie, they got the Port and Co hoodie, and I think there's one more. Let me see. Okay, they just got the two different brands of hoodies. That's good. They've knocked down some of the options. So that said, this hoodie I think is, let's see, this Port and Co. Yeah, this is a good price. It's 19 bucks. Okay, $19. You could sell hoodies for $40 easy, 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 easy. 40 bucks. You really could sell hoodies for 49 bucks. I sold hoodies, my hoodies for 49 out the door. So 49 bucks, that is more than a double markup, and these are actually nice hoodies. All right, so it's really, really simple to pop this off. Now, what I've done for you, and remember, I'm going to keep this webinar a little bit more short tonight, just because I have a lot going on. I'm trying to be in two places, overlapping each other, so I do apologize about that. But I've just flat out done the work for you. I'm giving everybody a download to the top 10 names. I'm giving you downloads to the top 10 names that are already formatted to fit T-Launch. All right, T-Launch t-shirts and hoodies. Let me pull these up real quick. I'm gonna give you the download to these before we end the webinar. One moment. I'm gonna give you the download link here in just a little bit. First, we are going to make sure that, let me just pull this up. Options, doom, doom, doom. There we go. All right, so let's look at the graphics that I made for you, okay? Are they stellar, beautiful, the most amazing graphics in the world? No, they're not. Will they work? Yes, they will. And they'll get you started, and then you can optimize. So I went over the top 10 names out there, and that you'll see listed on that site that we looked at. And we're going to go with what I made money doing, which is Team Brown, lifetime member. All right, Team Davis, lifetime member. Team Garcia, lifetime member. And you notice that the team and lifetime member is bold and it's strong and it looks like trophy-esque, but the name looks more like it's handwritten, so it's more personal. So Team Jones, Team Martinez, Team Miller, Team Rodriguez, Team Smith. I sold a lot of Smith and a lot of Williams. And so I went in and I formatted these and I made these the right size. I made the text look good, made sure it was centered. I got it started for you, okay? Now you can take it and you can run and you can launch your own family member collection with the top 10 names. You can go to Fiverr, you could go anywhere else, and you could tell, you can go in and you can tell a designer, hey, take this template, copy it with all the rest of those names. I got you started with the first 10, okay? So here's how it works. Let's go and let's create a product line real fast. So we're gonna go back in here. We're gonna select the district t-shirts. So we'll do apparel, okay? We're gonna select our district men's t-shirt, continue. All right, and then what we're going to do is we are going to add an image here by hitting select image. So let's do that real fast. upload. Let me just grab it. All right, we're going to start with Team Johnson. It's uploading, and you'll see right here it says Team Johnson. Now, you can, finesse this a bit if you want. You could, have it double down from the top, triple down from the top if you want it more in the center of the shirt, right? So there are a couple things that you could do. You can offer it in olive, aquatic blue, ice blue, so on and so forth. But again, it's smart to keep it simple. What are the most popular colors that sell? Well, this is a very popular color. Black obviously is a popular color. Um, Kelly green, also a very popular color. Red is a popular color. White's not really going to work because of the color of the text, right? Navy's a popular color. Charcoal is also a popular color, right? If you do too many colors, people get decision paralysis and they don't know what color to choose because they like them both and they're not going to buy both. And they're like, I'll wait. I'll purchase it later. All right. I'll come back later. But then later never comes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. Or if you you don't care about potential decision paralysis, right? Then you could just go right on in and you could select them all, whatever you want to do. But we got Team Johnson here. All right. Let's hit next. And we want to sell these t-shirts at $24.99, which we could do now because we chose a shirt that allowed us a better profit margin. So we get to give people a better deal and have more profit. And then we're just going to come over here. We're going to type in Team Johnson lifetime member shirt. Okay. Boom. And we are done. We are done. You could send all of the mock-up colors to the store. Voila. Create. All right, so now that is done. It's published. All right. So now we can hit create another district men's shirt. And it's going to remember automatically the colors that we selected and the sizes and all that good stuff. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to run through this product line here. So now I'm going to hit select image, upload. I'm going to grab Team Williams, and we're just going to do this whole thing over again. Watch. Boom. It's uploading it. Team Williams is there. We want our dominant color to be black, and then we're going to hit next. Now we're going to do Team Williams. We're going to update the pricing, $24.99 plus shipping and handling. Hit update and create. Boom. Done. Now look, let's create another one. All right, so what we're going to do is hit select image, upload file, Team Brown, open. And I'm not going to do them all because you get the picture, right? But I'm giving these to you. These are yours. I'm giving them to you. You can use them, okay? You could have a designer go in and redo these and make these unique. I'm just simply showing you how simple this is. So watch, Team Brown, lifetime member, create, done, right? And so once you do a couple, the t-shirt line, what's next? Well, I would say you want to come over here, go back to apparel, scroll down and grab the hoodies. So let's go grab a hoodie real quick because I believe this file size will work for the Port & Co hoodie as well. So let's go ahead, let's select this. All right, add image. It'll automatically now have your images in here for you that you've previously used, which is cool. So we're going to go with Team Smith. All right, now you'll notice the overlay goes over the string. I wouldn't worry about that too much because it's not going to be printed on the string. That's just a bad mock-up on their end. But we'll select our colors. All right, we'll grab purple, royal, Graphite, heather does kind of work, and red, but we want this to be black. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to hit next, and we're going to say this is going to be the hoodie. Okay, so hoodie. I forgot which name this one was. What name was it? Smith. Okay, Smith. We're going to update this price to $49.99. So it's going to show us, what our sale price is, which is going to be $49.99, what our cost is, and all that stuff. So we know exactly where our profits are, and we want to do the hoodie. So what happens is somebody comes in to buy the Team Smith lifetime member hoodie. I'm sorry, t-shirt. Yet when they get into the store, they're like, "Oh, they have a hoodie too. I'm gonna buy a t-shirt for myself, and I'm also gonna buy a hoodie for, let's say, my brother or my dad or my mom." Does that make sense? So what we would do now is we can just kind of view these. Team Smith. We'll do Team Johnson. And here it is. It's on our store. It's for sale. People can come in. They can, choose what color they want, all that good stuff. And at the end of the day, right? Again, we're not looking for the most beautiful, perfect design. What we're looking for is a way for our customers to just make an impulse purchase. Okay. And this is so generic that it works for anybody. So if your last name is Johnson, this is going to work. You're not going to have to worry about, do I love gold, right? Do I want all these crazy graphics and fleur-de-lis, all this stuff all over here? Do I want crosses on it? Do I want it talking about, being the property of somebody? Do I want it to be talking about, is it a so-and-so thing? Do I want it to, like, those are things that not all people are going to like and want. They might not want to wear that says you wouldn't understand it. It's a Morrison thing. Like, I would never wear that, right? Nor would I buy it. So, but I would buy Team Morrison lifetime member. It fits and suits anybody, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you all the graphics to download, and I'm going to let you run with it. I'm going to let you create your first collection. And these graphics may fit on other items in T-Launch. You just have to test it and see if they're the right size. They are a 3,000, width graphic, and T-Launch wants stuff to be different just depending on what size, like what type of product it is. Like if I went over here to drinkware and I wanted to put the same graphic on a wine tumbler, it's going to tell me the graphic needs to be this very specific dimensions, right? So you could take the graphic and you can modify it to fit, but it's not going to fit on here like I just showed you. You're going to have to modify it, right? So that's the thing, is that's where you're going to want to take these and give them to graphic designers and say, hey, make these this dimension for the tumblers. You can delegate all of this work. So let me give you this free gift. I'm going to give you the file. I'm going to give you the products. They're yours. And I'm sorry, the graphics. This is them right here. They are going to be 100% completely yours. And it's the top 10 names in the US. All right. So I'm going to give these to you. Okay. Now, how do you get access to your free gift? All right. Oh, I don't want to forget goal number 3. We'll talk about that one a little bit later too, because that one's really fun. All right, download your free t-shirt designs using family names. Okay, boom, boom. Oh, Oh, don't you even do that to me. Here we go. Download your free t-shirt designs for profiting with family names. And the link, first off, let me make this look nice. I just can't have this not look nice. So give me just a second. We're going to center it. Let's highlight it. There we go. All right, dun, dun, dun. Here we go. So the link that you want to go to is going to be profitph.com/ give me just a sec. Triple check it before I give it to you. Let me just check. I want to check it myself. Here we go. Yep, that works. Perfecto. All right, so your link is going to be profitph.com/family. All right. Now this is going to be this is going to be the top 10 names in the US. Okay. So it's going to work for hoodies and it's going to work for t-shirts and it could work for some other pieces of apparel. profitph.com/family. This is my gift to you. It's to jumpstart things for you. It's to give you an example that you can show designers. These are specifically formatted to fit T-Launch. I don't get anything if you use T-Launch. I don't care if you use T-Launch. It doesn't matter to me, okay? It's just they're a great company and I've used them forever. I've sold a lot of stuff with them and that's who I use for t-shirts, okay? And they have good prices. So profitph.com/family. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's Profit Power Hour training. Remember, be here next week, same place, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And no matter what, if I got lots of webinars going on, I got crazy people outside my house making lots of racket and noise, I'm going to be doing my Profit Power Hour. If you come here Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I will make sure that when you log in to your webinar, there is a fresh training waiting for you. And we are going to crush it, okay? So I love you all. I wish you a ton of success. I'll be going and giving away some cash money in our Facebook group later on. So make sure that you go there. Give me about 15, 20 minutes to do that. There's a lot going on tonight. Download your free graphics. It's a zip file. You'll unzip. It'll have the 10 graphics in it to give you an example. They'll go on any color t-shirt, and they should look good on everything other than like white, because some of the text is white. And yeah, that's it for tonight. All right, I love y'all. I hope that you have a fantastic night and week, and I will see you next week. Good night, y'all.